Greetings, Shelpers. I'm going to be doing a few dungeon runs on our Chop Church. Partially because, oh dear God, what the hell? Oh, something is active right now and I don't remember what it was. I hope it's nothing evil. Okay, so I didn't get to play this week on stream, so I thought I would give it a try now. And I'm not going to really do any improvements or anything because I really wanted to do that on the stream, but I want to run through the dungeon since time doesn't pass for me because of the different thing I'm using. Okay, by the way, this is the Forgotten Commandment Stone. We finally got one. And it says you can use Forgotten Commandment Stones to declare doctrines that you previously did not choose. Some of these are actually very helpful. I mean, some of them I don't want them to be like cannibals and stuff, but you don't have to have them act on anything or everything you choose, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. We have a second one for another day. That's nice. Yep, you can go back, like, let's say there was something you had to, like, really agonize between. Well, you can do both. I don't think we got through Darkwood all the way. I hope not. Like, but then again, if I do a dungeon run and I beat a boss, then, well, that's gonna not be on stream. But, you know, I'm not sure how many people really care about that. Like, oh God, Toluca, not my continuity. You've ruined me. So I hope everybody's been having a delightful weekend. I am doing this on Sunday night or evening, and you should all be seeing it sometime equivalent to that. I'm in Central Time Zone. So last night I was on Dan's stream for, well, a Dragon Age pretty much. And Dan wanted some help on a short story. So I was there helping along with chat and someone in his stream named Miles. Now, I've never met Miles, but he seems like a nice person, or they seem like a nice person. Not sure of the pronouns, so I should always use they. And it was nice to hang out, and I just worry that when I'm helping someone edit, I'm going to miss something vital, and then I'm going to feel really bad. And sometimes he wanted to know how I would word something, and I'm just like, it's hard for me to say because if you're the writer, I don't want to like take that from you, if you know what I'm saying. I should really kill all these spiders. They're meat. I mean, I would never eat spider meat, but my team seems to like it, so. But yeah, I do like helping people, but I always worry, like, what if I give them the wrong advice, or what if I tell them the wrong thing about their story, or, but I do think by the end we had improved it some, so that was actually a good thing overall, I suppose. It was a really long stream. I got there at like 10 my time at night, and I wasn't in the chat or much, but I jumped on Discord at like 11:30. And then we talked till like 1:30, and then we started on the story. Shelpers, I didn't get done till 6:30. And that's a long, long stream for your girl. So I'm glad we were able to make some progress in that time though. Tomorrow, my sister is coming to make the candy for Christmas, the 3 kinds, which is all the normal stuff. So the white chocolate pretzels, the chocolate mint animal crackers, and the peanut butter peanut clusters from Grandma, Be Just Grandma, that is. She gave us the recipe a while ago before she passed on. So around this time of year, we always honor, you know, Grandma L and make her recipe. And we should also make my mom's peanut butter balls, but not for December. We might do it for January, but I'm kind of doubting it. But I did give my my 2 bio siblings, I gave them the recipe. So, like, my bio sibs have it. My sister could also have it if she wanted, but her mom's got like a shitload of recipes herself, so I don't really see the necessity of that too much. But yeah, her peanut butter balls are divine, so. And her mom sent us peanut butter with peanut or Hershey Kisses in the middle last time, and they were so good. It's been so long since I've had like made from scratch cookies. Husband and I usually get like the take and bake cookies that are like Pillsbury or whatever when we have cookies. So they're kind of like fresh because you get them hot if you want them. The house smells good, but by the end of the day, you know, nothing beats homemade. But I was always spoiled. My mom used to make a lot of homemade cookies and everything from scratch, just about. She had a recipe for just about everything, from cakes to cookies to everything, just everything. But she'd been cooking since she was about 4 years old, so she's one of those people that could always eyeball the ingredients and everything. So I did go to my writers group on Saturday, by the way. Yeah, I don't think my writers group is long for this world. With all the changes they're making at the place. And I will get into it more on stream probably, but I'm actually feeling pretty down about it because I don't want it to come to an end, obviously. Okay, we have another new crop coming up. But I feel like the person who runs the group now, that she doesn't really like me too much. And that's okay, but that's gonna be a problem. And maybe I'm like reaching and looking too much into it. Maybe it's fine. But I just felt kind of, I don't know. I'm very sensitive, so that really doesn't help anything, but yeah. Okay, so follower form. That's probably the best thing we got. So let's get that. Ooh, unicorn. I like that one a lot. You don't have to have the blood on the horn. There's variants without, if you're squeamish or whatever, but this is like a cannibalistic cult, so, or it can be. Also, they're doing more censorship at the library, and they're cutting funding, and it's a whole big mess. And instead of like outright banning the books now, they will put books on certain topics in certain sections, including books on neurodiversity, which cover things like, I don't know, ADHD and stuff like that. So like your kids, I guess, learning about ADHD is something only that should happen with parental approval. So if your classmate has cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, autism, ADHD, it's wicked and evil, and all the books about it should be put away like there's some kind of fucking Tome of the Dead that can actually raise zombies, because God forbid they learn about diversity. Also, the one book about the two gay penguins at the zoo that raised the babies is put in that section. I talked to like the former assistant director because she keeps an eye on it, and she said there's over 1,000 books or articles or whatever in that resource thing, and I'm sure some of them are legit parenting stuff, like maybe about like breastfeeding or behavioral issues or whatever. But anything that has to do with like different skin colors or disabilities, or, you know, anything labeled under DEI, for just, you know, just as an example, what they label as DEI, you know, not white, not Christian, not straight, blah, 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 blah. That's put in a special section as though to be cordoned off to not influence or upset the children things. And of course, it's not the children that are upset, it's the damn parents. And I was actually like, do I need permission to come to the library now? Because you're actually, you know, siphoning off a book into a special section that I would actually be considered a part of, so not optimal, Shelpers, not optimal. It's so much colder there, reception wise. I talked to one woman there, she didn't even have a name tag. And then I asked her about it, and she's like, well, I guess we don't get them now, teehee. And it's like, no, they always have the little golden name tags on their shirts. Like, at first I was like, is she not an employee answering the phone? But apparently she is, so. Because I was going to thank her and use her name, but I'm like, I don't see your name on your shirt. So it goes deeper than that. They don't have any of the greenery up that they would normally have in the hall between like the conference room and every other room in the library building proper. And it's such, yeah, I'll explain more about like what exactly happened at the meeting, but suffice to say, the girl who runs it now, she kind of sort of lied to me. And yeah, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it, Chalpers. So do I keep going until it's all gone, and let her like say whatever to me, or do I just quit while I'm ahead? So I'll explain this next time on stream, because you know I go into detail and I repeat myself over and over again, and I really just don't want to do that here. So yeah, we've been watching more Hallmark-esque Christmas movies. Unfortunately, none of them have been amazing. Some of them have been okay. So husband and I, when we're trying out a new movie, especially a Hallmark type holiday movie, I was gonna say Halloween movie, Christmas movie, we usually do a half an hour time limit. Like if this doesn't seem interesting or make us laugh or whatever in a half an hour, it's fucking gone. So we've been quitting a lot of shows lately. We should have quit Red 1, to be honest, but in my defense, when we didn't quit Red 1, it was because I've been feeling very poorly that day, and I was just gonna watch it for fun. You know, I guess bad fun, I don't know. And husband ended up kind of watching it with me, and yeah, I was technically didn't put the timer into effect because, you know, at the time we were not watching it together, so. But that's alright. I'm honestly thinking about watching more Christmas stuff like Solo. The stuff we haven't seen, and then if I like it, then I'll stop and I'll be like, hey honey, guess what? This looked pretty good to me. But see, the problem is, some of the movies have good setups and then they don't have good payoffs. So like, we'll be watching a show about like, where they're enemies and they're like gonna have hijinks against each other, and I'm like, okay, this could lead to something funny. Or they'll have a setup for something at least semi-unique in a Christmas Hallmark-esque movie. And I'll be like, okay, it's at least somewhat unique. Let's keep going with it. Let's give it a chance. And then after the half an hour of the unique setup or something that makes me chuckle, then it goes downhill faster than the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation sled. If you know, you know. And yeah. Also, I need to clarify my stance on the whole, it's not a Christmas movie if, like, the sequel isn't. Because you can turn around and say, for the most part, that the opposite doesn't hold true. Like, National Lampoon's is, like, one of the very few that had an actual Christmas movie, even though it didn't hold well. As far as, like, what it was or what the other movies were. But National Lampoon's is not even just one thing. It's like a lot of different things. Oh shit, I should not have went here without filling up my fervor. Oh, this is gonna be a loss. Nope, nope. Ah, suck me. I know you're like, you haven't even got hit yet. No, but it's coming. It's coming. Oh, okay. So I got like, excuse me, 1 heart, maybe? 1/2 a heart? Oh, shoot. Not optimal. Not optimal. I know, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I know, I get it. Okay, so. Ugh, nope, that's not good. That's not good. And it takes a while for me to find bullets in the ether, too, so. But yeah, National Lampoon's actually was not. Like, didn't even stay with the people. But for the most part, if it starts off around Christmas but doesn't have a lot of Christmas and then the next thing isn't Christmas, then it isn't Christmas. I do and yet don't make the rules. Fuck. They're gonna like censor this video to hell and back. They're gonna be like, she said the F word way too many times. Yeah, and if the F word were only the worst thing I could say, right, Shelpers? Because, yeah, it gets worse. It gets a lot worse. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Nope. Damn it to hell. Oh, man. Okay. One more time from the top. Oh, that was rough. That was rough, Shelpers. I barely found any tarot cards and whatever in my very crappy defense. So, yeah. But usually, if the first one is and then the second one isn't, but sometimes they can have ones that aren't Christmas at first and that are and then aren't again, and it still counts. Okay, we have enough for this critter ditter. I don't like the bug aspect of this critter ditter, trust me. But I can always just say they're weird ears. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I am close to considering just doing a Christmas recommendation film list. I don't know if I really want to do karaoke. You know how amazing I am at singing in public. So I figure I could save everyone the agony, you and me. But I don't know if I want to do... The problem is, 2 movie streams. I know you're going to be like, you game all the time. Like, what do you mean 2 types of the same stream? But I kind of wanted to give you variety. I know, you can find Christmas crap everywhere this time of year. If you want to see try-on hauls, if you want to see craft making, if you want to see just decorating, if you want to see baking, it's all there. It's literally all there. Everybody does everything for Christmas. I know, I'm not unique, blah, 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 but I still wanted to give people who actually do watch me, all 2 of you, which I appreciate and adore very, very much. I can't even imagine why you stay, to be honest. And that's not self-deprecating, it's just a shock. Like, most of the people in my life actually haven't stayed, so, you know, I find it incredible that you put up with this old turtle. I appreciate you all. But yeah, I wanted to, for the people who do stay and do like my content, I wanted to do something like a variety for you for Christmas. There was a game I was thinking about getting, and it was called, I want to call it No More Snow, but I don't know if that's what it was called. It was like $2 on the Switch, and it was one of the 12 games where if you had bought one game, you get like the other ones for free, but only for 24 hours at a time per game. And I honestly thought, it's a twin stick shooter. It doesn't look like anything groundbreaking, but it seems like it would be fun for a couple of hours. And I struggle so hard to find Christmas content that's gaming related. You know how it is. So I actually thought about buying it. I don't know if I will, but I've thought about it. To do a stream, maybe with Be Just for Christmas. Not counting it as a Christmas thing, but just as a one-off, like, Christmassy themed whatever. So, no promises or guarantees, but it is under consideration, or it was. I don't know if it's still available, if it is still something I'd want to do. But yeah. Oh, whoop. You know, I've been trying to convince myself as well that I should go back to By Myself Lost Judgment. Because you all remember, I'm sure, that I played it on stream, but I didn't finish it. And I'm thinking that maybe it was because the episodic thing was too slow on the stream, and I have done like streams where I, you know, consecutively played a game. Like, we played the Plucky Squire until it was finished. Although, to be fair to me, that was because I was gonna lose the service it was on, but I digress. So I could have just done it that way, but I want to see if I like it on its own merit eventually, but I'm not sure when that would even be, and that wouldn't be on stream, so no worries. Also, husband is getting... I'm going to take the fervor. We need the fervor. That's what we use for healing. Husband is getting Ghost of Tsushima for Christmas. We're actually opening up gifts when sister is here tomorrow. because we open up gifts during like the party with my sister. We don't give gifts on Christmas Eve itself, husband and I, but then we will actually do gifts again in January. So he's doing, he told me I would love Ghost of Tsushima. So I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know. But he's getting it, so I may try it probably for myself. I have been going through a lot of Balatro. I've won with 4 decks. Endless mode still eats my butt, but I'm working on it. And, you know, as you unlock better jokers and stuff, your runs go better, obviously. So that is helpful. One time I actually had, in a smaller blind, I actually had, no lie, 625 or 45,000 something or other. And I was like, why can't I get that when I'm in endless mode? Damn it. But yeah, I've been playing that. Husband and I are still playing Roots of Pacha together. That's been a lot of fun. I love games like that are actually made for... I think that's healing. I don't know if I need that. You know, I need grapes though, but oh, we're not on that pathway. Well, never mind, Toluca. But yeah, I love games that are actually made for co-op in mind. And you can even pause this damn game online, which is so great. So if I have to like go to the bathroom, my husband has to like go get something like our clothes out of the dryer, we can just pause it and wait for each other. So I actually am quite thrilled about that. And it's a more unique take because you have to actually find the animals to tame, find the seeds. It's about prehistory. It's a very unique little game. I looked at that or Paleo Pines for a while, but Pacha, like I said, always had the stuff baked in for multiplayer, and I'm just like, I'm sold. I'm there. So if you actually really like farming sim games where you fish and you mine, the mining system is actually also pretty unique. Not how you mine, but like the mine is like interconnected and it goes to different places and you have puzzles to solve at points. I actually really like the cave system in Roots of Pacha. So I accidentally keep calling it Paleo Pines, but yeah, I love the cave system in Roots of Pacha. So if you like, and the fishing system is a little different. You know, if you want a different, kind of a different take on some of your old flavors, it might be worth checking out. Because it's also kind of a city builder. When I heard that, I was a little panicked because I was like, okay, city builders don't work for me. It's not really a city builder. You like, they ask you where to put like different buildings that they're putting up or whatever, and you have like a few possibilities. It's not where you have to do like the overhead thing and like plan out the, you know, transit system and stuff like that. So if you're looking for that kind of a city builder, that's not it. But if like me, you're intimidated by like, well, here's a hill, here's a tree, here's like 80 million cars, you have to figure out the right way for them to go, and then here's the airport, and then there's a hospital, and oh look, everybody's crashing and dying and they can't go to the hospital. Like, if you're that kind of person where you're just like, that is too much, you will really enjoy Roots of Pacha if you like the simulation part of it. There are a fair amount of marriage options. I think you can have same-sex marriage, you can have children, you can put them to work. It's good. It's good. Why should you have children in Pacha free labor? I haven't had children yet. I think you can get married to and have children with the multiplayer people that you are currently playing with, which of course is a big boon because when husband and I can marry each other in a game, I don't think we choose anyone else ever. I don't really know what that says about us. Either we're very in love or we lack imagination, but we always end up together. So if you're the kind of person who is really in love with someone, or you just prefer like marrying the person next to you for whatever reason, I think we're allowed to do that. I will report back if I'm incorrect. Husband and I have not yet made the plunge. I don't know if we even can get married at the moment. But if you're not the kind of person who wants to marry the person next to you, or the person who doesn't have a person next to you, or you just like prefer like pixelated waifus and husbandos, there is a place for you in Pacha. And I actually like a lot of the people. They feel kind of more unique from each other. There are people from different, I want to say cultures, but that's not it. People from different tribes who are there, and they kind of like have misgivings toward each other. And Pacha seems kind of like the middle ground. And they have like different stories, like how like Rhino got his horn and how we got music, and it's like the old-timey folkloric, like a god came down when the monkey was playing a trick or whatever, that kind of thing. So if you like the old kind of stories that are based on like animal lore or whatever, they have that too. They have festivals where you can play mini games. People give you gifts in your inventory a lot of times just for being helpful or whatever. I don't think there are subquests for, I don't want to say not subquests for the people, because that's how you basically get everything open and running. You know, somebody will be like, I have an idea for this way to feed your animals. I have a better idea for this better way to cook, that kind of thing. So that's kind of how you get stuff, is by people having ideas, not people just like, you find a new ore and it unlocks stuff. Yes, true, but also it's because you find it that it gives them ideas. So I like it a lot. Tis an endorsement, Shelpers. Tis an endorsement. Yes, I'm gonna keep whacking him. He's got so much. I have so much more health, so. Alright, here we go. We got a tier. And then we have more stuff to pick up. I guess we could choose hops. Well, no, berries. Berries because I want more food, not necessarily more drink. Yes, I know the drink house gives me sin gives me blah, blah, blah. Sure, but still, I think this is better. Alright. There we go. We still haven't killed this thing yet. Alright, let's return to the cult. And since I did basically a run and a half, I think I'm going to end it here. I will be doing more of this on stream. I'm going to try to do more runs because I want us to get through some of this stuff and get to where I can do like some more of this stuff offline. I don't want to do anything like defeat a big boss without you being here for it, because after you do it again, like they will be in your cult and they'll ask you for things, or at least a couple things each, which their stories or their requests usually line up with each other. Like, oh, I need this thing, and the other person's like, well, I need this thing that's related to me, and so on and so forth. So, all right, Shelpers, I will see you next week, probably from Wednesday onward. Maybe Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Wednesday, Friday, or Thursday, Friday. So the latter half of the week, okay? Be safe. If you're doing something merry, jolly, bright, if you're getting ready for solstice, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, all the other things, pace yourselves. Spoons are in limited supply for everyone, even if you're not chronically ill. And remember that you are important, and hydrate, and you're so lovely. And I will see you soon. Bye!